Welcome to this week's 5 Minutes of Revelation, and today in those 5 minutes I want to encourage you with the great verse from Hebrews 10, and that's verse 39. Because here God says, "But we do not belong to those who shrink back and are destroyed." That means you and I, we do not belong to those that shrink back and are destroyed, but to those who have faith and are saved, to those who have faith and receive life. See, you shouldn't be the one that looks at their challenges, that looks at their circumstances in life, that looks at their situations and then shrinks back in fear, not daring to step out, not daring to take that extra step that maybe no one else dared to take. You shouldn't be that one, because those ones that shrink back, that get stuck in life, that don't dare to step out, that don't dare to take the next step, those are the ones that receive destruction in their life. Now that doesn't mean that God brings destruction into their life, because God is a good God and He has nothing to do with destruction. He is not the one that brings destruction into people's lives. But the thing is that time keeps moving forward, and unless you dare to step out again, unless you dare to take the step of faith, you get stuck in this life. And when you get stuck, you stagnate, and when you stagnate, you're not moving forward. There's no life in you anymore, and that brings destruction with it. And this is the same in any area of your life. When you don't dare to take the step, when you shrink back in fear and just sit there hoping it will all be better one day, but don't dare to take a step, then you stagnate in life, and this stagnation also brings destruction with it, because life keeps moving on. And unless you move forward with it in faith in God, you will stagnate and you will see destruction in all areas of your life. Not because God wants you to be destroyed, no, because you refuse to move forward in faith. See, to make it in God's kingdom, it is not enough to just sit around and pray your little prayer, hoping that one day it will all be better. To make it in God's kingdom, to make it in this world, you need to be brave, and you need to dare to step out in faith. You need to dare to take the step that maybe no one else dared to take. But you know that God is with you, and that's why you can dare to take the step, because you know on the other side of the step of faith is life, because God promised it to you, because He says you are not the one that shrinks back to destruction. You are the one that has faith and receives life. And that's why I'm here to encourage you today. Don't just sit around and pray your little prayer. You need to move forward in life, and you need to dare to take those steps that maybe no one else dared to take. And that's why I want you to inspect your life. In what areas haven't you dared to take that step? Where have you shrunk back because the situation, because your circumstance, because your problem seemed too great? Where did you shrink back in fear and refused to move forward? And when you have found that out, don't get stuck in the past. Leave the past behind and make the choice right here and right now to not shrink back in fear any longer. But next time the challenge comes, next time the circumstances seem impossible, next time it looks like you cannot make it, be the brave one. Be the one that steps out and says, "Hey, I don't care what the circumstances say. I don't care how bad it looks. I have faith, I have God, and I take this step. I move forward in faith." Because when you move forward in faith, you receive life. This is what God's promised you, and that's what you will get if you move out and if you move forward in this faith. And that's why I'm here to encourage you today. You need to be brave. You need to be bold, and you need to get rid of fear in your life. When circumstances come, when situations look impossible, be the one that steps out and says, "Hey man, I have faith. I can do this. I have a God that is able to do anything." And when you have God in your side, nothing is impossible to you. And that's why I want you to take this verse and engrave it on your heart. Take this with you into the rest of your life. Don't be the one that shrinks back to destruction and gets stuck in life. No, be the one that moves forward. Be the one that has faith and receives life. So take this with you. Be blessed by that. Don't forget to read your chapter a day, and I will see you again next.